Depending on how we use it, time can either be our greatest ally or our greatest enemy. Today, I'm going to show you how establishing firm time blocks can help you reclaim your productivity. What's up, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of Fast and Focus, where we dive into topics that go beyond traditional self-discipline. I'm Zach Matthews, the head coach over here at Fast and Focus, and you're watching episode 3 of our time management series, where we're diving into different secrets that will help you get more done in less time. Over these next 5 weeks, we're going to be discussing 5 crucial time management principles that will supercharge your productivity. This episode specifically, we're going to talk about the one at the bottom right of your screen there, establishing firm time blocks, which can help you transform the way that you work. All right, so what is time blocking? Time blocking is when you schedule dedicated time slots for specific, focused tasks. And this is going to revolutionize your productivity because you're being more intentional about enhancing prioritization and focusing on the tasks that you need to get done. So there are actually many different benefits of doing time blocking effectively, but I just put down the 3 most important, I feel, on this list here. So the 3 benefits that I put down are: first, you're going to improve your focus. So by allocating these time slots for specific tasks, you're eliminating the distractions that you'll come across and you're immersing yourself in more deep work. Second, you're going to enhance your productivity. So by officially managing your time and prioritizing those important tasks, you're minimizing the procrastination, and you're also minimizing and eliminating tasks that really don't need to get done. And then last but not least, work-life balance. This is a hot topic for all of us right now, and rightly so. Time blocking helps you create a structured day. With a structured day, you're ensuring that you're allocating time for work, time for your personal growth, and time for your family and your loved ones as well. Now, with all the benefits that we get to look forward to if we effectively time block in our day on our schedules, what is the correct way to do this? Obviously, there's a right way and a wrong way to implement time blocks. So what's the best way to go about that? First of all, you want to make sure that you're identifying your priorities. And that's as simple as just determining your most important tasks and goals and then prioritizing them by giving yourself 60 minutes to do them, or 90 minutes if you feel like it's a longer project that's going to take more days consecutively to get it done. Second, you're going to schedule ahead of time. Now, this might be the most important one, because if you wait until the day of to give yourself those time blocks, you're not going to find any time to block off. Meetings will get in the way. You'll find personal reasons not to give yourself 60 to 90 minutes to do something. You have to put it on your schedule ahead of time. Set it, make it concrete, and make it something that is immovable, short of an emergency popping up. And then third, you have to be consistent. That probably goes without saying, but I want to prioritize it here and make sure that you understand that these time blocks are sacred, right? In order to do this and get the most out of this exercise and out of this principle, you need to commit to those every single day so that you're establishing that firm routine. That's when we get into habit development, like we always talk about with my clients. And then the way I like to put it is that your time blocks are sacred. So treat them as such, prioritize them, and make them so steadfast in your calendar that no one, again, short of an emergency, can interrupt them. Now, as you might imagine, as you're trying to implement these things and you're trying to, leverage time blocks in your daily life and your week, there's going to be certain common challenges that you're going to face at some point. So what are those so that you can try to plan for them ahead of time? The first one, and probably the most common one, is you're going to try to overcommit. This is going to happen naturally. I mean, you're going to see the value of time blocking, and you're going to try to fit more tasks into this, use this principle in more tasks. So that could either look like, trying to fit too many tasks into one time block window, or trying to fit too many time blocks into your day. Neither one is actually practical, because first of all, if you're fitting more than one task into a time block, you're doing the opposite of what we're trying to do, which is spend more time on one task. And then second, if you fit too many time blocks into your schedule, then you're not giving yourself any wiggle room whatsoever. So things like meetings will pop up, clients will call, you'll get some news from a loved one, whatever, and it's gonna completely shatter your day, and therefore you're not going to stick with it over the course of time. Really, when it comes to number of time blocks, I always say don't give yourself more than 2 in a day. Really, you want to just focus on one time block and then give yourself kind of the rest of the day to plan accordingly. But you can adjust that as needed. The second challenge that you're going to try to overcome and you're going to have to plan for is how you're going to handle interruptions. Because interruptions are just going to happen no matter how much you communicate this and your intentions on focusing for 60 minutes on one topic. Things are going to happen. Your kids are going to run into your at-home office. You're going to get news from a client, something that that comes across your desk that you're going to have to take care of right then and there. So the best thing that I've found for this is actually giving myself a 15-minute buffer at the end of the 60 minutes so that if something does pop up that I need to take care of right away, I can do so. So what I'm subconsciously telling myself when I plug off a 60-minute time block is I'm telling myself, okay, there's going to be 45 minutes of uninterrupted work, no questions asked. But if something were to pop up that I need to take care of, I have 15 minutes at the end of this 60-minute session to take care of that stuff before I move on to the next task. And then third, the third most common challenge is not having adjustments. You're going to have to adjust as needed. You need to be flexible. You need to be able to shift these time blocks around. And this is not something that's just going to fit like a glove the very first time you try it. Everybody's schedule is different. We're all wired differently. We all have different careers and different families that demand different things from us. So just stick to it. Be consistent. Know that time block can move around throughout your schedule as you need to, and just find what works and then stick to it. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a huge fan of time blocking, and it's actually saved me quite a bit in this hectic season of life that I'm in. Me and my wife, we just had our second baby boy, so we now have 2 boys in the house. Obviously, I'm growing fast and focused and want to get it to a place where it can help millions of people, which takes time and effort. And then I have my clients to focus on to make sure that they're getting where they want to go. Oh, by the way, I also have to focus on my personal development and growth to make sure that I'm the best person I could possibly be, the best husband I can possibly be, the best father I can possibly be. So time blocking has helped me in many different ways. First of all, it's helped me set aside 60 minutes a day for exercise from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's helped me prioritize the other 2 principles we talked so far about in this time management series, which was eating the frog and leveraging Parkinson's law, because I start my workday off around 10 a.m. when I get back from the gym. And I've set aside the first 60 minutes of that workday to eat the frog, work on the most difficult task, the biggest project that I have going on at the time, to make sure that gets done. And then I'm also it ensures the good work-life balance for me. I never want to lose that. That's the whole reason I started working for myself and this business as well, is so that I could provide for my family, but also make sure that I'm not taking time away from my family. And it helps me strike a good work-life balance because I'm setting hard bookends on my day. And that's especially important, like I said, as a father of 2 and a husband, but also making sure that I'm spending time focusing on myself so that my wife, my 2 boys, my clients, the rest of my family and all my other loved ones are getting the best version of Zach Matthews that they possibly can. Now, with all the benefits that I've seen in my personal life by implementing time blocks, I want the same for you. So here's my challenge for you. Start implementing time blocks into your daily routine. Your practical application for this week is to just focus on one time block, one activity that you can prioritize moving forward for the next 7 days. So for example, like my example of, the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. time block that I have every single day, every single morning for working out. If that's what's, most important to you in this season, use it for that. If it's a work project, whatever it is, dedicate one time block, one 60 to 90 minute time block that you are going to put on your calendar. Put it on your calendar right here, right now, so that you don't forget about it and no one else can take that time away from you for the next 7 days. And then let me know what your experiences are like and how you progress in the comments below. Let's embark on this journey together, guys, because this is going to be one of the most valuable things you can do for taking back control of your time, not feeling like you're a victim to everybody else's calendar and schedules. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Fast and Focus. If you found it valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be updated on the latest episodes and, of course, stay motivated on your path to personal and self-improvement. And remember, time is our most precious resource we have in this life. By establishing firm time blocks, it's going to ensure that you make the most of every moment that you have. So remember, keep pushing forward, stay resilient, and focus on the journey ahead.